Okay, what's going on, everybody? This is Kevin. Welcome back to another live stream. And today we're going to continue Final Fantasy X-2 with episode 6. And we already got 3 viewers watching, supposedly, and Hyper Kaiju in the chat. What up? What's up, Hyper Kaiju? How's it going, my friend? So it's good to be back playing this game. Although I've been going crazy with Persona 5, man. That game is fucking awesome. And you just get lost in it because there's so much to do. I don't even know like what I'm supposed to focus on in that game because, you know, it has like the day cycle and you gotta like use your time wisely to max out your skills and get your confidence. So, I don't know, man. It's just overwhelming. But it's great, man. I beat the first palace so far. So that's pretty cool. How's it going, Faith and Misery? Good afternoon. Good to see you here. But we're back with this game. You know, I have the walkthrough tab up in the next tab just in case I need help. And after the last stream, you know, to get 100% in this game, you have to, like, talk to every NPC and at least see all the cutscenes or all that shit. So there's something I missed over in Mushroom Rock Road. So I think that's where I am right now. We're going to go back over there and just trigger this cutscene because it's with LeBlanc and those 2 guys that were with her. So we'll figure that out. Let me just check out my abilities again because it's been since Saturday since I did this. So I guess we'll keep everything the way it is. Max out 1 skill and then change it up. How's it going, Lunar Raptor? How's it going, Justin? Komanga, how's it going? Good to see everyone here. Got a full house today. So we'll head over there, and then we'll go to Beaconell Desert. And I think we can get a bunch of items there. So Lunar Raptor says, do you like Meteor B Dragon? What's Meteor B Dragon? Is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something? I really don't know. But yeah, with Persona 5, like I was just mentioning before, you know, like, what am I supposed to focus on? Because I have, like, the 5 different skills. You have knowledge, charm, guts, what else is there? Intelligence, well, intelligence is knowledge. Proficiency. So there's a lot of different skills. I don't know what to focus on, because, like, you can train one, and then the days pass. Or kindness, that's the other one. So it's overwhelming, but I did beat Kamoshido, the first boss, I guess, and pretty crazy story. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, so if you're worried, you know, maybe you pause the video or mute for a minute or so. But like, the story with that is he's the volleyball coach in the high school, and you know, he's sexually harassing the female students and abusing the male students that they're whipped into shape so they perform well at the volleyball games. It's like, holy fuck, dude. So he's a pedophile, and he caused the one girl to almost kill herself. She, like, jumped off the balcony. Oh my god, I didn't know that the Persona games all went in that direction. But, yeah. And I love the combat, too, like, when you do an all-out attack, and it almost looks like a comic. The way it's set up, and you know, they all go in there, use their powerful attacks, and it just looks cool, man. I'm very much enjoying it.
I'm gonna whack you good.
I'm getting all fucked up here. Justin says, yeah, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and Lunar Raptor from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, okay. Justin, what level did you beat Kamoshida? I'm at level 11. I think I was around 11 or 12, something like that. Maybe like 13 even. Somewhere around there. And that's the other thing too. Right now I'm like level 15, but I've done some stuff afterward. So it's hard for me to remember exactly what level I was at. But even then, it's like, do you rush to the dungeon? Or you like take it slow and try to max out all the other skills? You know? Lunar, was that Timmy voice? No, that was just me stuttering. I guess it is Timmy voice. It's me stuttering. I guess it's more Jimmy voice from South Park. Getting all confused here because I'm just like all over the place. And I did finally start Gun X Sword, Justin. So thanks again for recommending that. I'm on episode 4. And in the last episode, Vaughn and Wendy made their way to that town where they had all the old timers, the 4 old dudes. And they, you know, combined all their mechs, and then they had the spirit of the one lady who had passed away, I guess, and the granddaughter is now running the restaurant. And, like, that was fucking badass with all the mechs combining together there. See, this is the secret passage. I missed that last time. And then, like, the one old dude, I think his name was Carlos, he was sleeping, and then he woke up after after the fight. It was good, man. I love Bond's little thing, too, where, you know, bring me all the condiments. And he makes, like, the food inedible, putting all the fucking condiments on there. But yeah, so far so good with that show. I'm glad that you recommended it to me. Oh, there's a chest there. Justin, yeah, El Dorado. I love, too, like, they had the separate mechs. I guess they call them armors in the show. And once they all combined, it got all colorful, and it looked like a transformer. Really cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing where that series goes. Who's the voice actor for Vaughn? I guess I'll have to look him up, but I already know that Wendy's voice actress is Stephanie Shea, who's been in a lot of shows I've recently watched, like, you know, she was Eureka in Eureka 7, she's Yui in Sword Art Online, so she's been in a lot of things. I think she's Orihime in Bleach. And then just looking at the Wikipedia page, too, Kirk Thornton is the villain of that show. Yeah, so good voice cast so far. And like I said, well, you'll see, I think I'll release my Outlaw Star review next week on either Tuesday or Wednesday. And I talk about how I like the shorter anime series better than the longer ones at this point, you know? It's just easier to get through, you know, 24, 26 episodes as opposed to, you know, slogging through hours of it, right? Come on, what the fuck? The camera changes there. Do you see that? So. Justin says, Ray's mech is pretty cool. It reminds me of Char's Zaku 2 Custom. Yeah, man. I was also, because it has like a 90s feel to it, but I guess it came out in either 2004 or 2005. So it's like a 2000s anime. But yeah, some good stuff there. So what else is going on? And then, like at work, ever since I watched the... Well, I didn't even watch it, but I listened to the Mr. Medicare and Nick Fuentes stream last week. I've been going down the rabbit hole listening to like old streams while I'm at work. And the best one is from a few months ago on fucking Mundane Matt's channel. He had Medicare and Ethan Ralph on the stream, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, I still don't even know what caused their beef. But, like, at some point during the stream, Medicare starts, like, rattling a pill bottle, and Ethan Ralph loses his shit. It's like, oh my god, dude. What is wrong with these people? These are people who spend way too much time on the fucking internet. And, you know, you have to really try to get banned from all these platforms. Like, that's Ethan Ralph's whole thing. I've been banned from all these platforms. Well, how the fuck are you banned? Like, there's a certain way to be edgy without getting yourself in trouble, isn't there? I mean, that's what I would think. But I guess not. And that's the other thing, too. With Elon Musk, he hasn't even officially bought Twitter yet, but, you know, it's essentially final. I guess to do the paperwork and all that for him to get proper ownership. But you can already see that there's a lot more people getting their accounts back, or just people returning. So that's interesting. Justin, doxing people for one thing can get you banned. Yeah, I think those two have been involved in doxing in the past, so that's probably the reason. But still, it's like, you know, let's be a little more tactful if you're online presence, don't you think? That's what I would say. Alright, so here's where I was trying to go.
This one ain't no good.
Uh-oh.
Nor this one.
These two morons.
What are you doing?
Let's get out of here. We must inform the boss.
What's he shooting at? Did he just shoot at us?
Hey, they dropped something. Finders keepers.
Oh, do we get a new dress sphere? The Crimson Spear 9. Okay. We open this? Or do we need like a bunch of different spheres to get in there? Nope, I guess that's it. Oh well. Who's that?
Hey, long time no see. Remember me?
Who's this guy? I guess of course I do.
Glad to hear it.
How have you been?
I joined up with the Youth League, and that's been keeping me pretty busy.
Oh, I'm a sphere hunter now.
Ah, that sounds great. Trying out a new way of life. Actually, Passe's a sphere hunter now too. He's the leader of the Kinderguardians. Be nice to him if you see him.
How's Isaru?
Oh, this guy was another one of those,
The Youth League discovered
the
this place,
summoners,
you know.
back in the original
It's
game.
called
I remember the
Den
name
of
Isaru.
Woe. It was sealed around the time of Operation Mihen.
And Isaru?
But, the seal can supposedly be broken with the right combination of spheres.
Looks like we need like, what, 10 different spheres to open that door?
I'm afraid this place is off limits until we can conduct a more thorough investigation. So, I'll, have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry.
Alright. Justin says, yeah, I heard studios are planning to make a hit piece documentary on Elon Musk. Oh, I'm sure they will. The thing is, Elon Musk, if we're just going to think he's being honest about the whole thing, he just wants people to have an open discussion, which I don't know why that's a big deal. You know, the block button exists. If you don't want to, you don't even have to follow them. Just block them. Don't engage. I mean, why is it so difficult for people? You know, don't like it, don't watch it. Don't like it, don't read it. And Komaga, I might get back on Twitter. Well, get back on there if you want, and feel free to follow me. I'm there too. So now that we got this done, we can go back to the airship.
Please.
All right, let's leave. And I think we can look at those spears that we got and the key items. Let's see. Yeah, the Crimson Sphere. All right, so we'll check that out, and then we'll go to Beacon Hill Desert. So what games are you guys playing? You mentioned just before that you're playing Persona 5, Justin? Because I thought you were playing this game. Did you give up on this one, or did you beat it already? Because I'm kind of going at a snail's pace, I guess. So what do you guys say? That sure was a weird sphere we found. A sphere like that's got to be a dud. Alright, I think we can...
I know everything.
Yeah, sure you don't. Treasure spheres? Okay. Crimson Report 1, is that it? I guess so, we'll check it out.
What a mess.
Who's this guy?
Let's see. Total survivors of the final Crimson Squad selection exercise: 0, zilch, and zippo. Job done.
You pinhead, did you even...
This sounds like those two guys we just saw. Alright. I think we saw all these, didn't we? I think we saw this. So screw that. Yeah, those are all cutscenes. We didn't see that one, though. The Crimson Report. So that's good. What else can we do with this guy?
I know.
Yeah, sure you do. Okay. So let's go to Beacon Hill Desert and advance the plot a little. Well, let's see what brother says. Alright, he's still simping for you now. Hyper says, I'm on .hack mutation. Justin, it's because progressives want a platform where they can have total control of the narrative to better brainwash people. Yeah, then they should go back to Tumblr or something. I mean, you know, I'm on Twitter, and if you don't follow leftists, it's really not bad. I mean, I mostly follow, like, the things I'm interested in, like the anime news, video game news, a few political people, but if you follow too many political people, it just gets overwhelming, and it's like they say the same shit over and over again. Memes, there's a lot of good memes on there, so, you know, it has its place. So, we're gonna go to Beacon Desert now. We went to all these places. So we just gotta go to Beacon Desert, Bavel, Comlands, Mount Gag. So, you know, probably by Saturday we'll be done with the first chapter here. Part-time diggers. With Gippel's letter, we're ready to help them excavate that desert. Hold it high and proud. And Justin, yeah, I'm just hopping from game to game. I've mostly been reading. Well, nice, man.
Beaconell Island. This is where the Albed's beloved home stood until 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy scene when they blew up the Albed home in the first game.
Most have moved on, but a handful of Albeds still live here today. They say countless machina lie buried under the desert sands.
Leave the trailblazing to me. I don't think that sand dune used to be there.
Okay, I guess we can walk now. We'll just follow Rico. I wonder what happens when we go a different direction. We get lost.
Easy match.
Great!
But yeah, I've been playing, well, this game when I stream, obviously. Hyper says, looking at your Twitter feed, Kevin, I didn't realize it was Thick Thursday. Thanks for the heads up, man. Oh, yeah. Like I said, that's what we do there. What do you do on my Twitter? Now you got me nervous. Advertising my Twitter there. But, yeah, I like to, you know, retweet my friends with Common America and all that, because they have the webtoon, so I'll try and help them. And, you know. Good stuff. But yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, no one's forcing anyone to follow the liberal accounts. Like, people act like it's like a... I guess it is full of a bunch of crazy SJWs, but you can just ignore them. That's what I do. It's funny, too, to watch sometimes, because Gab has their Twitter account, right? And they'll always... it's Andrew Torba who runs... He's the, you know, owner of Gab. He runs the Twitter account, too. And he always makes these retarded statements, and then he turns off the replies. You can't reply. So people always, you know, in a roundabout way say, oh, Gab, we support free speech, but you can't reply to our posts. I mean, what the fuck? Gab is retarded, too. If you ever go there, you get the insane BitChute crowd is on Gab. So. And then now you have Truth Social, which...
It's all in the wrist.
You can't even get it on desktop. You can only get Truth Social on Apple Store. I don't even have an iPhone, so how the hell am I supposed to get on Truth Social? So that was a pretty big disaster by Donald Trump there. And speaking of which, I mean, did you guys hear that Kamala Harris has COVID now? How does she have COVID after getting the vaccine multiple times? I can't move. What the fuck? What are you doing, Yuna? What has happened? Oh, it's a cutscene.
Riku, you do know the way, right?
You have to know the way.
Riku, are we in trouble?
Oh, we're totally lost. Oh, there's no end in sight. Look at it. Oh, what the fuck's that? It's the Albed B5. Look at these guys. What are they doing? Alright, here's the Al Bhed hideout, I guess. Yeah, whatever he said. Alright, we got Al Bhed Primer. And Justin says, I heard mad people got cashfished by glow-in-the-darks when Gab first started. Oh, I believe it, man. I believe it. It's locked. Stuff like this always happens. I know, the locked chests. The island of Bikanal is covered by a vast desert. Nadala is out on a survey right now. I think she ought to be back soon, though. There's tons of ancient machina buried out there in the desert. Not yet. We'll talk to all the NPCs first.
He says they had to move the camp to escape a sandstorm. We could have looked forever and never found it.
That's what we were doing.
Oh! What? Sounds like there's a big sandstorm coming in. It's probably too big for the airship to handle.
I guess we won't be leaving the way we came.
Komanga says wasteland dwellers. Yeah, and the whole thing of Gab, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just... The guy running the site is completely out of his mind. Because they have all these... We support free speech, but... You know? Because, you know... I think on Gab you can't post porn or anything like that. That's an immediate ban, which... Hey, whatever, but... You know, don't tell me, oh, we support free speech, but... and then make up all these excuses. And then, you know, when you post your things, your retarded takes on Twitter, turn the replies off. I mean, that's just... silly. Now, where the hell is Nabula? I guess we gotta go look for her? We, like, wander out here? Oh, what do you got? Don't really need them. Hyper says, yeah, Gab sucks, LOL. I tried making... Oh, I did make a Gab right after, you know, Trump got banned and all that. That was when everyone sort of left Twitter. But the site never worked. It never loaded properly for me. So I have an account, but I've never even posted there. Alright, so what do we do here? We gotta find that Nadula, whatever the hell the person's called. Oh! There it is.
Ikuduns, Erida Kaduns.
I wish I knew what they were saying. So yeah, what else has everyone been up to? You know, it was really nice the other day. Is that her? But it got cold again. It's like back to the like high 30s.
Lots to excavate and no one to do
like,
it.
what the fuck, man? It was like 80 degrees last week.
This letter.
Yeah, I got this letter.
Oh, so you're the new guys.
That's us.
Nice to meet you.
I guess the High Summoner's hard up too. Well, don't be expecting any special treatment.
Right.
Let's get to it then.
What the hell is this thing?
Here's where we are. And here is where you're headed.
Oh, but it's so far.
We can
We'll send
handle
you
it.
out there by hover. Go talk to the pilot about it.
Oh, that's hover? Well, I was calling it Hoover in like the past 2 streams. Like a fucking retard. My god. Can you dig it, sucker? Dig up the Machina parks that Nadala asked you to find in the desert and transport them safely to camp. Alright, we can do that. Komanga says the CEO of Gab tried to get Elon to partner with him instead of buying Twitter. Well, at this point, I mean, let Elon buy like YouTube or something, because some of the big people on Twitter are saying that their, you know, followers have gone up, and they're saying this is a result of the shadow banning, which I sort of question that, just because, yes, he's like has the handshake that he bought Twitter, but the formal paperwork hasn't been signed or properly negotiated. So if that's the case, how the hell, if there is shadow banning, how is the shadow banning gone already? Unless it's just like low-level employees who are like, shit, let's, you know, stop the shadow banning because we'll get in trouble if Elon finds out. Because I'm sure he's gonna clean house with all the woke people that work there. And Justin yet snowed a couple of times. What I find so funny too about the whole Elon Musk situation, I'll go Western, I guess. What I find so funny about it though is the fact that, you know, they love the guy because he, I mean, I guess he's a centrist, but who the hell knows? He's far left on certain issues, like he's for the climate change. I mean, makes electric cars and that whole thing. So it's just crazy to see the complete 180 they have on the guy. I mean, I'm indifferent. I don't really.
We'll send you out there by hover.
I don't hate him.
Go talk to the pilot about it.
Who's the pilot? This guy? Yeah. I don't hate the guy. I mean, I kind of like him now just because of what he's done, but, you know, all these leftists who are, like, supporting him for years, saying how great he is with the climate and all this, and now, oh, he's a fucking white supremacist. They're literally trying to say he's a white supremacist because he grew up in South Africa. He's like, this is the result of the apartheid states. What the hell are you people talking about? Oh, shit, I gotta read this. Hold on. Digging tips. Staying out under the scorching desert sun for too long can be dangerous. As soon as you've found what you're looking for, head back to the hover before the time limit in the bottom right corner reaches 0. Picket will warn you if you stray too far from the hover. The gullwings aren't always the ones out looking for treasure, so you have to move fast. Alright, so we gotta go on that mini-map, and I guess we'll go to that shiny one first. That makes the most sense. Hope I can get all these things. Oh, look at that. Get back to the hover. Well, let's get these other things. Right? Oh, 200 gil, is that worth it? Oh shit, there's battles too. Hyper, they were trying to cover their tracks, I think. I think that too. The one lawyer supposedly was crying in the meetings. It's like, are you really crying? What the fuck, man? This is the same woman that was on the Joe Rogan show with Tim Pool years ago. It was her, Jack Dorsey, Joe Rogan, and Tim Pool. And Tim Pool was like, why'd you ban Alex Jones? Well, you know, they get these bullshit responses. That's it?
Just what we needed. You're good.
Okay.
What'd you expect?
Don't let it go to your head. But you did do a good job. Here, your reward.
Yes! Thank you.
What do we get? That's it? We won? We gotta try that again and see if we can get those other items to the left. 100 gil? Oh, we got Still of the Night Garment Grid and Elixir. Nice. We'll do that again, see what other rewards. Let me see my walkthrough what the other rewards are. Oh, I guess in the other chapters you get more. You get different rewards in the other chapters. Hyper says trying to hide the fact they are up to no good. Oh, I'm sure they're up to no good. Justin says Tim Pool should have said, "Why did you ban Bill Hicks?" LOL. Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. There are a lot of doppelgangers out there, aren't there? I mean, that's been an ongoing conspiracy. Well, Alex Jones has lost it, man. He filed for bankruptcy because of the Sandy Hook lawsuit. Which, that whole thing, I mean, what the hell did he really even say? I mean, you know, what did he say? It didn't happen? Because I wasn't even gonna listen to Alex Jones back then. Even still, it should be known that the guy's fucking nuts. So let him just say what he wants. But I think he's lost it more than usual now. But yeah, we talked about Tim Pool before. I don't really like Tim Pool. I think he's just boring. You know, he has his place. Ambush? What the hell? Piper, whether or not you even like Alex Jones, the way they have treated him has been totally beyond the pale. Oh, I like Alex Jones. I think he's funny as hell. I used to watch his show pretty regularly. And he had good tidbits in there. Like, he talks about, like, the Great Reset and things like that. But he does it over the top with theatrics. You know, I shouldn't even say to make himself look insane, but he just does it so that he can, you know, captivate the audience. I don't fault him for that. Alright, let's go. Go. Can we make it? Let's go. I did it. You know, we shouldn't ban the fucker. That was some of the best times on YouTube, seeing this crazy shit. Oh, God. Alright, so I guess we're good here. Let's go back to the airship. Because I got all those freaking potions. We should sell them to Awaka. Look at all the Phoenix Downs I have, too. We gotta try and figure out if we can solve Awaka's debt, too. Hyper, buy YouTube next, Elon. Yeah, seriously. So, did we learn any new abilities? Table turn? What about the other girls? Let's see. Soul Slate, what does this do? Inflict Berserk on an enemy? And Pain, what do you have? Oh, she's almost done. She's gonna be the first one to max out her job class. That's good. So let's go back to the airship.
Come back anytime you like. We'll be here.
Alright, we'll be back at some point. Did I get something else from there? Let me see. I think I got, like, was it a key item, maybe? No. So we're getting the airship, and let's go. So the next area to go to, I think, is Bavel. Go to Bavel. New Yevon is set up here. They organized not long after the calm came. Let's go. No, let's go to Bavel first. We gotta explore everywhere.
Bavel remains at the heart of
Yeah,
Spain.
how does New Yevon even exist?
It's also the place where I was born. I suppose that makes it my hometown, but I can't say that I have a lot of fond memories here.
Oh, I know. Remember, like, Seymour had the fake wedding with her? Tried to marry her? Oof. Alright. What's up? No, we'll walk. We'll walk and see what these guys have to say. We'll show those wet behind the ears Youth League scum a thing or two. Bavel is impenetrable. Its citizens are safe in our hands. Hi, Summoner. Welcome to Bavel. Welcome home. The Youth League invited you to join, but this is my home. I wanted to protect it. That's why I'm with New Yevon. Yep, come here. My grandpa is way over there. Hyper says, I gotta say, I really don't like all the lore stuff they have done in Spira since the end of FFX, Final Fantasy X. Yeah, I don't like this New Yevon. I mean, the whole point of the first game was that, you know, Yevon was the false religion, you know, coaxing the people into keeping sin around, not breaking the cycle, to have all their sacrifices going on, and so they can continue to believe the false religion. And then all the maesters were all dead already. You know, well, I think just Maester Micah, and then eventually Seymour too. And it's like, you know, all for their power. It's an honor to speak with you. Because I'm watching Resident Arc's podcast. They had a new episode out yesterday on Final Fantasy X, and it's just incredible all the lore that they go into with that and everything. With they were talking a lot about anima, and like I'm assuming you guys all played Final Fantasy X, so I'll just say it. But like anima was the Aeon formed after Seymour's mother died, and just the connections there, and some really cool stuff, and a lot of Easter eggs. Like, remember when there was that little boy with Titus who appears during all the flashbacks? You can see him in a lot of frames throughout the game, like kind of just chilling there, like during cutscenes. I mean, not necessarily, you know, you see him in the corner here, but you see him in a lot of cutscenes, like watching. It's like, holy shit, because I think he becomes the Aeon Bahamut, right? Hyper, the audio drama they released that was supposed to be like Final Fantasy 2.5 was so bad. Oh, I never even listened to it. Justin, I never beat 10, but I got close. Sorry, I just sort of talked about important plot stuff there, but yeah, the final boss against Jekt is really difficult, especially if you don't have the ultimate weapons. Hyper, I think they meant for that to gauge interest in potential Final Fantasy X-3 story 2 based on that story. Justin, I still want Final Fantasy X-3 though. Do you guys want like a sequel? When you say that, do you want a sequel to this game? Or do you want what I want with like almost a prequel with, you know, Auron, Braska, and Jekt going on their adventure? Because that's what I want. Because I don't even know how this game ends, so I don't know how like a sequel to this would work out. Like, what other story is there to tell with that? I feel like it'd be better off going backwards with Braska, Auron, and Jekt on their adventure. Plus, you know, just keep it 3 party members similar to this game, so you don't have to worry about like swapping the party all around. But those are my thoughts on that. This is kind of interesting though, because we never really got to explore this type of area in Bavel. See, they're doing the Yevon prayer right there.
Oh, the High Summoner. I see you finally decided to join New Yevon. You do us much honor, my lady. Lord Braska, may he rest in peace, would be proud. I will summon the Praetor immediately. I beg your leave.
How's it going, Balzar Harry? What's up, dude?
Pushy, isn't he?
We should leave.
Hey, what's the matter, Uni?
Well, you see, there was this arrangement, with the son of the chairman of New Yevon. I turned the offer down, but I thought it'd be kind of awkward.
What?
Yuna?
You're probably right. Let's go.
Huh? No, wait! Hey! Oh!
Riku's motions there are pretty funny. Uh-oh, who's this fucker?
A pleasure, Lady Yuna. I am Baralai, Praetor of New Yevon.
So, you're the chairman's son?
Ah, as it happens, the chairman has recently resigned, as did his son, the Praetor. They were trying to take too much power. We had to ask them to leave. Now the younger members run the party, by mutual consensus, of course.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So you see, Lady Yuna, it is not I that was meant to marry the High Summoner.
Oh, my.
Not that we wouldn't appreciate your support. On the contrary, you'd be most welcome. I understand if your feelings toward Yevon are mixed. But I would hope that you could put that aside and join our cause. The world is changing, and there are many who are finding it difficult to keep up. New Yevon
Look
wishes
at Pain
to
just
help
in the
those
background.
who
It's
feel
not even
lost
looking
in
at
the
him. Her
winds of
back
change.
turned. She's like, I don't give a fuck about this
If
guy
you'll excuse
saying.
me, there are matters which require my attention. Oh, and should you come across any spheres of Spirus past, please do let us know.
All right,
My
dude.
lady.
Well, nice meeting you. What's this guy's deal? I feel like he's gonna end up to be some kind of villain. If I'm being honest with you,
So,
he's
what
giving
do you
off those
think?
vibes.
What? Pain?
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, she's like,
What
fuck
now?
this shit. Let's just go back to battling. Alright, we got some comments here to read. Hyper says, the team that made this game said they didn't want to make a prequel about Braska's pilgrimage because they didn't want an all-male Final Fantasy, and then they give us an all-female. Yeah, they must have been very horny making this game. That's for sure. Yeah, but then later on with Final Fantasy 15, it's all male essentially. I mean, the 4 bros. I mean, you get R and A to join your party for a bit at a certain point, but otherwise it's all males. So, what a contradiction there. Justin, a prequel game would be nice, but I want a sequel with a new cast of characters with cameos by the original cast, like what they did with Ark the Lad, End of Darkness, which is a semi-sequel to Twilight Spirits. That sounds cool, man. I mean, What was the last time they talked about Final Fantasy X-3? Because that really does sound cool. But at this point, I mean, it's been so long, I think, that it's probably dead. Komaga, will Square give the fans what they want? Justin says nope, and I agree. I mean, Square's just doing what they're doing. They're focusing on too much of this Western pandering shit, like Forspoken. I don't understand how they think that's going to sell well. I think it's going to be a major flop. When's that coming out? In October? Good luck. Justin, I still want Final Fantasy games that are turn-based, but that's never going to happen. Nope. When was last turn-based Final Fantasy? I guess 13 was turn-based to a certain degree. Yeah, it was turn-based. But 15, well, 14 was an MMO. 15 was an action RPG. 7 Remake was an action RPG. Have they done like any mobile Final Fantasies? I don't think so. So nope, never gonna happen again. Balls says, what do I even call you, dude? I know you're my friend from Mines. We'll call you Harry. How about that? Just finished up the gym. Gonna eat meal prep and try to get a quick nap before work. Feeling gassed today. All right, man. Well, thanks for hanging out. Always good to pump that iron and stay in shape. Hyper says, yeah, them still being Yevonites at all just doesn't make any sense given the events of Final Fantasy X. That's what I'm saying. Hyper, I would play a Braska sequel just to see Jack drunkenly punch a shoe puff. Hell yeah, dude. I love, too, just watching all the flashbacks from when you find the spheres. Oh, I guess we can go in there. When you find the spheres in the original game and you can sort of see their journey. And Auron is like this prim and proper dude, and it's interesting to see how in the span of 10 years he turns into like this hardened badass, where in the original game when he did his first pilgrimage he was like a proper monk, you know? He was like all reserved and everything. Look at these fuckers. Can we go talk to this guy again, or get an item maybe? Wait, what does he say about Yevon? Oh, I guess he says something different. Wow, he says a bunch of different stuff. These fuckers, really. We call ourselves Yevon that we may not forget the past. Well, yeah, you shouldn't forget the past, but what... I mean, what are you doing with this? Yevon must repay the people of Spira for leading them astray with false teachings. So then why call yourselves New Yevon? Just make up a different name then, at least. Justin, Final Fantasy Lightning Returns was the last major Final Fantasy game that was turn-based. Oh, I never played that. I played the original Final Fantasy 13, and I did beat it, but I just didn't have an interest in the other sequels. I think the second one, 13-2, was actually pretty good. Can we go in there? Is that a chest there, I see? Well, I guess that's all we can do. Oh, we did get an item, a tiara. Well, thanks for that. Now let me get the fuck out of here. How do I get out of here? Get out of here. Okay, jump with the stupid ass platforming. I still don't like that in this game. Anything over here? Oh, no unauthorized entry. I see. But yeah, 13, see, the thing with 13, I like the characters. I think most of the characters, except for Hope. Hope is kind of a pussy in that game. But I guess for good reason. And eventually he overcomes it. But Snow's a badass. Lightning's a badass. I like Saz's character, or his whole thing with the sun. You know, the characters in 13 are really cool. The music is really good in 13. For the time, the graphics were amazing. But the combat's a little stupid, and the story is just horrible. But, you know, I did beat 13 when I first came out. He says, Balls is fine, or Harry. I'll call you Harry. That's better. You're like Harry Potter. How's it going, Nuke? Good to see you. Justin says, both sequels were improvements, but yeah, with Lightning Returns, would have been nice if they had recruitable party members or something. You solo the entire game. And Justin, moms are tough. Remember that line? LOL? Of course I do. That was when Hope's mother, right before she died. And then it was all Snow's fault. You know, because he was like, yeah, we're the Resistance, and then like dozens of people died. And he's like, alright, we gotta keep fighting. Like, what the fuck, Snow? And Justin says, hey, Nuke, how is the Northman? Yeah, let us know about the Northman, Nuke, if you saw that. And Harry says, I'm also your friend on Twitter, too, now. Hell yeah, man. So, were you, like, MIA from Twitter? Because I know I found you on Mines, but you said you got your account restored? How did that work? Did you have to, like, ask them to restore your account, or they just did? Because I do find that pretty crazy how a lot of the people who had their accounts deleted or deactivated or whatever during the Great Meme Wars have miraculously gotten them back now. And we were talking about this earlier, like Elon Musk bought Twitter, but it's sort of at this point just a handshake deal, and in the coming months they'll fill out more paperwork and then it'll be more official. So it's interesting to see a lot of people getting their accounts back, because even our friend Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers got his Twitter account back. It's like, you know, how did he get it back? Although his was pretty funny. He had a Scott Steiner meme making fun of The Last of Us. Justin says, Harry, with a name like that, you should have a Karibo as your profile picture. Well, what's your profile picture? Like a meatball? That's what it looks like to me, anyway. Nuke, I liked it. It does not really hold anything back. It has pagan rituals, nudity, and lots of blood in it, and was historically accurate. Well, good to know. Yeah, maybe I'll go like next Tuesday or something, because Tuesday's the day to go to the movies if you want to save a little money. Got the half-price tickets there for my cheap ass. Harry says I had to put in an appeal for DMCA that got rejected back in December. Now, DMCA, that's like posting copyrighted material, right? Because I thought you could pretty much post anything on Twitter. But I could be wrong. Or is that just if like another person flags it? But I gotta say, for as much shit that's going on in the world, there does feel to be a shift, doesn't there?
Keepers.
I mean, what's going on with Disney and how DeSantis is fighting back there, I mean, it feels pretty good. It feels, for once, that the conservative side of things is actually doing something good. So we'll just see if that continues. Harry, just a fuzzy ball. My friend Tiny Talon made is my avatar. Let's see. Komanga, my sister account was deactivated because she was following conservatives and conspiracy theorists. Really? Just deactivated for no reason? Because I feel like for that to happen, you gotta do something or trigger somebody.
No problem.
Because, like, a lot of people got banned, too, for... Oh, don't hit the chocobo! Fuck, why'd I hit the chocobo? God damn it. A lot of people got banned recently for criticizing the medical secretary, Richard Levine. You know? Or Rachel, whatever the fuck. No, his name is Richard, but he goes by Rachel now. The tranny in charge of the health in the United States government. People were criticizing that. They were getting banned for that. Which is just pretty comical. Harry, I got DMCA'd for music and a meme.
No problem.
And Hyper, can I turn off the what's happening BS on Twitter? I think you can, like, you can't necessarily turn it off, but you can filter it to your liking. You know, put things in there that you actually want to see. Because most of the trending things is just, it's gay shit, you know? What is this? Loop and dash. Spread the word. I think this is like the minigame area of the game. Alright, so we gotta... let's do this. Play open dash. I wonder if there's chocobo racing in this game. What the hell is this? Place a win bet, I guess? Who do we think's gonna win? We'll go with this guy. Alright, let's see this. At least we don't have to race chocobos, though. I think I picked the second one. Alright, this is fucking retarded. We're not doing this. Sorry. Do we get rewards? Let me look at my my walkthrough here. These are just mini games. I don't know. I'll do this off screen or something. This seems too stupid to do on the stream right now. So let's just advance. We'll explore a little more. What's over here at this camp? Justin said, I was going to see it, but some a-hole on BitChute did a non-spoiler review and spoiled a major plot point. Fucking hell. Oh, sorry, man. That always sucks. You know, you should say in the video spoilers, or when you start the video, say, I'm going to talk about spoilers. I did that for my Stranger of Paradise review. I feel like I didn't say anything spoilerly until that point. So that's always the worst. Come on, guy. I know this past week a lot of wins. Yep, it's true. Hyper, all the trending news by default is, of course, MSN garbage. It sure is. Although I find it hilarious that Kamala Harris has COVID. I mean, how do you get COVID when you have the vaccine in, like, what, 3 boosters now? How's that possible? Oh, it doesn't work, right? Insane, man. So what's this guy got? The shop? What's for sale? Oh, what do these new items do? Iron bangle. Ooh, wristband. Let's get 2 wristbands and 2 amulets. That sounds good. And let me just go in here. Let me talk to this guy. We're gonna go talk to Owaka. Hey there, pretty lady. You wants to marry my son? Oh God, look at his son. That's him. Fruit of my loins. He's what you'd call a homebody. It makes it mighty hard to find a wife. No. Well, I can't blame you. But if I could ask just one more thing, would you mind going out on a helping my find a what the fuck's he saying? Helping me find a wife for my son? It ought to be simple enough work. Okay, why not? Well, tell my hide and call me a shoe pup. I know it couldn't hurt no one to ask. Wait a minute. Approach people you meet in your travels. Press square to talk to them. Depending on what you tell them, their interests in this hapless bachelor will change. What the fuck kind of side quest is this? Holy crap. Why do we have to find a wife for this guy? Look at him. What the hell is he doing in there? Hello? We can't even talk to him. Alright, I want to sell all these potions to Owaka so that we can help him with his debt. Komanga says she got banned for just because of who she was retweeting, most likely. Oh, that's possible. That's definitely possible. That was a weird little bit of dialogue there. Nuke, Kevin, did you see the trailer for Monochrome Mobius? No, I did not. What is that? And he also says Tales of Arise sold 2 million copies. Well, that's great to hear, man. Tales of Arise was such a good game. I will sell to this guy and then buy him again from Owaka. Because I got 99 of them. So let's just sell them all. And a lot of Phoenix Downs, right? Yeah, Tales of Arise was a great game, man. I really had to get into those other Tales games because I enjoyed that one so much, man. Alright, help this fucker if he's dead a little. And so you got here a little late, Nuke, but I beat Kamoshida in Persona 5 Royal. And I know you beat the game. What should I prioritize in terms of like the different skills, like the knowledge, charm, proficiency, kindness, like those skills? What am I supposed to prioritize? I'm just like very overwhelmed at this point. But I'm very much enjoying the game. It's great. I'm so glad I started playing. I love the battles too. Like when you do the all-out attack, and it almost looks like a comic book when you do the attack and it shows the little, you know, animations on screen. It's just really cool. So happy I finally tried that. I think I'm like 14 hours into the game now. So that's awesome. Komanga, Dr. Fraud says we're out of a pandemic phase? Is that right? He said that? Fuck, I thought he was going to put us back into the pandemic.
Get ready for the fall for the election so we can vote by mail. That's our strategy. It worked so well last time.
God, I hope people aren't stupid enough to fall for it again.
Piece of cake.
But I think, I mean, I'm done. I'm never doing that again. Nuke, Microsoft is going to have a pronouns showcase on June 12th. What are they going to showcase? What pronouns? What, a game? Or are they going to, like, just go there and just be cringe?
don't hold out on me.
Justin, so I heard during the Johnny Depp trial that the text got shown that implied he had a party where there are hookers, animals, and blood. What the fuck? Were they having a satanic ritual or something? Goddamn, could very well be having one. I heard the other day, too, there was a video of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly where they were talking about that they, like, cut each other and drink each other's blood. So, I guess every Hollywood celebrity is all satanic and involved in that shit.
I'm gonna whack you good.
But it's just...
It's all in the
It's
wrist.
fucking weird, man. These people are weirdos. I get, like, all wheezy if I bleed. Like, imagine... I can't even imagine it, but it's like the Maria Abramovich, is that her name? Who was doing all those rituals. That was in, like, the Podesta emails years ago. These are sick individuals we're dealing with. So my guide says there's some chests around here. I got the Chocobo Feathers. There's also Phoenix Down's the Ether Potion, Phoenix Down. So let's see if we can find all them. Then we'll go to Mount Gagazet. Maybe we'll see Kamari if we go to Mount Gagazet. Nuke says I started Xenoblade Chronicles. Nice. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Persona 5 Royal. I talked about the story before you got here, Nuke, but just like how crazy it is with Kamoshida, what he was doing to the kids at the school. It's like, holy crap, man. That's pretty crazy way to start the game. Not to spoil too much, I'm assuming we're getting more party members. Like right now I have the 4 party members, the main character, Ryuji, Morgana, and Anne. Like when you get new party members, do you have to set up the party before you go into the palace? Or can you sort of switch them in the party, in the palace? Or do you have to like leave and then set up the party differently? You know, and I just wonder, oh fuck, I remember this guy, this is difficult, let's run away. I think it's too strong for us to beat us. Beat him. But, yeah, I just wonder about that, like, because I'm sure there's probably gonna be like, I don't know, 10 party members, something like that, it would be my guess. Like, do I have to worry about leveling everyone up, or does it work itself out for me? Nuke says, build your relationship with the doctor. She can give you very useful items. Okay. Yeah, I got some of the medicine from her early on, but I think that was part of the story. And I found it funny, too, going to the airsoft shop to get, like, the fake guns or whatever. You know, to use them in the palaces, in the metaverse, I think they call it. And... like, the dude gave me the bag when we looked into it. It's a real gun. And I always thought that it was very difficult to get guns in Japan. Like, they don't necessarily have, like, gun shops like we do in America. So I find that pretty funny. And I guess that's why they say it's the airsoft gun shop. Or the collector's shop. Hyper, do not underestimate how stupid people are, especially the vote blue no matter who crowd. Oh, those people are nuts, man. Bernie Sanders is running again, too. He's like so much has said it. Him and Elizabeth Warren are running for president. I mean, what a dynamic duo. They've all pretty much confirmed it. And her voice is so fucking annoying. We're gonna cancel student debt. Oh, it's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. What is this? Can we not, I guess not. This is kind of useless. But yeah, cancel student debt. And once you cancel student debt, why don't you just cancel everything else while you're at it? Cancel all our debts, the mortgages, just cancel it all. You know, why not? Nothing will happen. Just cancel it all. Justin, yeah, I heard they might bring back lockdowns to distract from the West losing the Ukraine war. Yeah, all these people with the pro-Ukraine crowd, I mean, you can say it's even or whatever, but Russia's gonna win when it's all said and done. They just have more manpower. I mean, it'll take a few months, maybe a few years, but you know, Russia's gonna come out on top. And I'm no supporter of either side. I'm completely neutral.
An empty win.
But I can totally see that, and it's like, you know, these people propping Zelensky up, the actor, as the savior. It's like, what the hell, man? He's as crooked as Putin. They're all crooked. I don't trust any of these people. But keep simping for the Ukrainians and sending more money there, like Biden sending more money there. And he said something, I think it was on Earth Day, they were virtue signaling for the climate. And he said, we're gonna turn all the military vehicles into, you know, green energy. It's like, yeah, as we're killing people, let's be environmentally friendly. Why not? I just find it hilarious too how all the leftists are like pro-war. During the Bush years, they were the biggest anti-war people you ever meet. But they're all pro-war now.
It's all in the wrist.
It's insane. Let's heal up, because that guy did some pretty crazy damage. Nuke, it's an E3 type event, but they will have plenty of pronouns. They do all types of stuff to stay young looking. What new games does Xbox even have coming out? Like, I guess the next big game in general, I would guess, is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Like, what's the next big game for the other consoles? I think the Tokyo Game Show, when's that? Is that it? Well, E3 got canceled because of COVID. They said that's why they canceled it, but I would think that everyone will do a, you know, Sony State of Play or Nintendo Direct or whatever. What else is there to announce? I have no idea. I did hear, I think Persona is celebrating an anniversary, and they're going to reveal Persona 6. That's what I heard from a rumor. So that'll be interesting. I'm like this big Persona fan now, after playing a few hours of one game. I'm just kidding, but I would like to check out the other games at some point. Komanga, Dr. Fraud! Still be pushing his miracle juice on the public, pandemic or not. Yeah, he's definitely making money off the vaccine. I would have to imagine that. Why would he be shilling it so hard? You know? Oh, we're going back a bit. Justin, to be fair, if Megan Fox were to tell you, drink my blood, we would all probably do it. Oh, dude. Megan Fox is hot. She absolutely. There's no denying that. But I don't know about that. I would. The blood and stuff like that kind of queases me. It makes me feel sick. So I don't know if I would. But I will concede. I mean, Megan. She's still pretty hot. I mean, she was hot back doing Transformers and stuff, and on 2.5 Men. But she's still hot. 10, 15 years later.
Keepers.
Justin, I don't know, I never got past the second palace. In the previous games, only party members got experience. Hyper, I'm getting a shirt that says Bernie 2024, no refunds. All the leftoids that live around me are gonna go nuts. Do you have a lot of leftoids that live around you? Because I'm being honest with you, I don't see people wear political stuff out whatsoever. Every once in a while, I'll see like a boomer will wear a MAGA hat. I have seen that. But I can't say I've ever seen like anyone wearing anything else. Like I see people driving, they'll have like a sticker. They'll have a Trump sticker. They'll have a Bernie sticker. They'll have a Hillary sticker. I've seen that before, but I've never seen anyone wear actual merchandise. Aside for like a few boomers wearing MAGA hats. But never t-shirts or anything. Shit, this guy does a lot of damage, man. That'll be interesting to see. And then, yeah, you always see, like, during the election season, the signs at people's yards. That's something you see, too. But as far as t-shirts, no. Let's see. Justin, Russia is in the top 3 biggest armies in the world. It was a foregone conclusion. Agreed. Nuke Microsoft as Starfield. Justin, I think if Square's next game bombs, they're going to rush the development of Final Fantasy 16. Well, the thing with Final Fantasy 16 is right when the PS5 came out, they had a trailer. And then we haven't heard anything else. Because the director for 16 is the same guy who does 14, the MMO. And they're still doing like story updates, I think. No, we're not doing any of this shit. I didn't know if they had like items for me or something.
Hi there.
Hyper, I'm over here working on my PS2 backlog. LOL, no time for new games. Oh, shit. Nuke White House to crack down on freedom of speech on the internet right after Musk's Twitter takeover. This is an official headline. Yeah, they want to have their own Ministry of Truth. They're appointing fake positions to get to the bottom of it because we can't have people discussing, you know, freely on the internet. We have to crack down on it. The only place you can discuss freely is like 4chan and Kiwi Farms at this point. Everywhere else, no, you can't post that, we'll ban you. Although, we've heard it here in the chat today, people who have had their accounts banned on Twitter have gotten them back. So, I don't know. It is pretty fucked up. I mean, because that's what we said before. I know you came here a little later, Nuke, so the others are probably like, oh, you're repeating yourself, Kevin. But, you know, if you don't want to look at something, no one is forcing you to look at it. Don't look at it. No one's forcing you to interact with conservatives or for conservatives to interact with liberals. Just, if you don't want to talk to them, don't talk to them. You don't have to ban people. It's just goofy. Justin, by the way, Image Comics 30th anniversary happened. Dude, I loved your video about the Image Comics cinematic universe. I know nothing. I know a little bit about Image Comics, but not in the level you do or anyone else does. And just hearing you like, you know, fuck you, you're not going to get the rights, we're going to do it this way or that way. No, what do you say? You wanted to get the characters that DC owns. Like, give us the characters, fuck you. It was hilarious. And I think it sounds cool, like start the universe slow in the 90s, like old school 90s nostalgia, and then get an actual new cinematic universe with no politics, no SJW bullshit, and it could definitely work. It's just a matter of if they want to do it or not. Which they've been talking about the Spawn movie for years now. That would probably be the first one to do the Spawn movie, just because most people know who Spawn is. But, yeah, I'd be down for it. Nuke Hyper, what are you playing? Justin, Megan Fox is the vampire. That's why she's still so hot. Oh, trophy earned. What's this? Complete ability. Oh, so we maxed out the warrior for pain, I believe. So let's change her job class. Oh. How do we do that? Alright, cool. So that's done. So what should we do for her next? What is that? A Chocobo hat? Oh, I don't know. Let's put her... We'll put her to Black Mage, why not? Oh, I should probably equip... I bought those items, I didn't even equip them. So let's equip her with the... amulet. We'll raise her magic since she's gonna be working on that. And then you, what do you got? We'll put you, we'll give you the... muscle belt. And you will get wristband. Hyper, there are a bunch of Bernie bros here in the city. Everywhere outside the city is Trump Central in Iowa. Yeah, Iowa's pretty conservative. But the Bernie bros always find a way into the big cities. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Komaga message retracted. I don't know what you said there. Hyper.hack mutation right now. Justin, check out the Xenosaga games. They're pretty good. Oh, they're great, man. I'll add that to my list. Komaga, my favorite book from early Image is Shadowhawk. I plan on reading some Spawn. Spawn has a bunch of, like, not the deluxe editions. I think it's called Spawn Origins Trades, and they're like $10. They're super cheap. So look out for them. Phoenix Down. So let's see. We got the Phoenix Down. We got the Chocobo Feather. I think I got the Ether. Where's the... Head northeast. Follow the western edge. Alright, we gotta look for the potion chest. Because we gotta get all these stupid fucking chests to get 100% in this game. Which kind of sucks. Nuke, I'm worried about Persona 6. The crazy journos attacked 5 relentlessly. I hope it does not cater to them like Cyberpunk 77 did. Why'd they attack 5? Is it the sexual characters? Oh no! That's like what... Because they attacked Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for, you know, Mithra and Pyra. And it seems like they scaled back the sexiness on some of the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Or they, like... What did they criticize 5 for? Because it's just so damn tiring. It's like, don't play the game. Just like what we just said about Twitter. Don't play the games then. You know? You can't reason with these people. What's over here? Oh shit, it's the Monster Hunter! The Monster Arena! Something about this feels wrong. You better not go in just yet. What? What the hell? Alright. Justin, yeah, the context was give DC a cut of the box office and merch for Jim Lee's characters, but if they want character control, tell them to go fuck themselves. LOL. I was dying during that video, man. It was very good. It'd be cool if they actually did that, but I have no faith. I mean, just look at what's going on with Thor, Woke, and Thunder. Speaking of all the woke, what the hell is going on with Nerdette's newsstand? I mean, I gotta tell you, I've never even watched Nerdette's videos. I've heard about her for years now. But you try to watch her videos, and her voice is so damn annoying that I couldn't do it. But I guess she's attacking, you know, the Comic Book Hut and John Delarose and all those people. And it's like, come on, lady, what the hell is your problem? You know? What is... I guess she's an SJ... She's like just some guy, you know? They're against the SJWs, but now they're all pro-SJW. Just some guy. Jesus Christ was a mythological creature. I mean, what the hell is his problem? Very strange people.
I'm gonna whack you good.
Hyper, I also want to check out the Shadow Hearts games on PS2. Never played those, but they looked cool. Duke, I heard the current Spawn Gunslinger books were good. Justin, they wanted gay characters in Persona 5. Oh, wow. Nuke, the gays were used as punchlines. I think they wanted to have gay romance options also. Oh, yeah. Well, didn't they do that in Fire Emblem 3 Houses? Didn't they have gay characters there and, like, gay romance options in that game? Well, I don't know. I guess maybe my rebuttal to that would be like, put a Sylvando type character in there, you know? Because like Sylvando was like the based faggot, if you know what I'm saying. You know, he was so gay and so over the top that it was great actually. I very much enjoyed Sylvando's character in Dragon Quest XI. Justin, they're making Persona 6. I thought they said they were going to make a fantasy RPG. That would have been cool. Well, I don't know, actually, Justin. I do know they're having like a 25th anniversary event for the Persona franchise. So it just makes sense that they would have Persona 6, wouldn't it? Nuke, I also think they wanted a female main character. Yeah, that could have been it, too. But it feels like it'd be pretty evenly spaced out. I mean, you got the main character, which he's like a mute, I guess. Or, I mean, you speak for him and your choices. Then you got Ryuji, and you got Anne. And then, what is Morgana a boy or a girl? I don't even know. Morgana's voiced by a girl, but I feel like it's, you know, because it's a cat. I feel like it's supposed to be a boy. So I don't know what Morgana is. But I would imagine you obviously get more party members, and it's probably pretty even as to if they're male and female characters. So I don't see what the problem is, but I guess it doesn't pander to all the wokeness anymore, right? Hyper, man, the Monster Arena theme from Final Fantasy X was my favorite song in the entire OST. It was a great song, man. In my opinion, my favorite song from the original Final Fantasy X was the Besaid Island theme. I love that, man. It's so relaxing. But there's so many, like Titus's theme, to Xanarkin, Eunice, fucking every theme in the original Final Fantasy X is great. We'll probably get a cutscene, so let me just get caught up here. Justin, they probably will cave in eventually. That crap ruined Dragon Age 3 for me. Nuke, I'm trying to get Soul Hackers 2 when it's released. Justin, yeah, I don't know who Nerdette is. Oh, I heard about Nerdette just because of like the whole Comicsgate scene. And I feel like she tries to lure people in because... Is that her in the profile picture? I think it probably is her. Although I don't think she's been on camera, so who the fuck knows? She could be catfishing people. But, you know, she puts like a, you know, goth nerdy chick as her profile picture to lure people in. And, oh, I'm talking about Batman and stuff. Come watch and simp for me. That's like how she draws people in. But you listen to that voice. I don't know how people can handle it. It's so fucking annoying. It's so loud. It's like, turn your mic down, maybe. Justin, they're making a Soul Hackers 2. That's cool. Hiker, Nerdette, and just some pedo doing live streams together, I see. Oh my god, it's like the who's who of the weirdos. That just strange, man. John Delarose, I mean, you can like him or hate him. I think he's a decent guy. He goes in there and he says, like, oh, how's everyone doing? Hail Comicsgate to trigger him a little. And then she has a meltdown saying, like, oh, have you let just some guy fuck your wife? It's like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? Like, are you nuts? Very strange people. Hyper, I'm excited for Soul Hackers 2. Probably the only new game I'll get the rest of the year. Nuke, Nerdette is a member of the Rainbow Flag cult. She went crazy when people started trashing gay Superman. That's the thing, because I thought Nerdette, like I said, I know who she is. I never watched her videos. But I always thought she was doing videos against the SJWs. Because she was always hanging around like Comicsgate crowd and all of them. Justin, they imply that some characters were gay in 3 houses during the endings. And Komanga Nerdette is crazier than I realized. Justin, LOL, it's probably a dude. It's weird. It's weird to remain, you know, have a name like Nerdette's Newsstand, not have your real name out there, but then theoretically have like yourself as your profile picture. That's kind of strange. Because I don't think she's shown herself on camera, which, you know, you don't have to. I'm not saying that, but then to make that your profile picture, and it's like, come here, kids. I'm like this goth chick who likes comics and nerd shit. Hang out with me and send me super chats. That's the vibe I get from it, you know? But Who knows? Oh, let's check out down here. This is where we found Yojimbo in the first game. But yeah, just some guy, like him going after Nick Rekieta now, which again, I don't even watch I don't really watch any of these people, but just watching it from afar is just quite interesting because they all used to be friends and how they all betray each other, and it's, oh man. I mean, if that's how they act on a lot, I'd hate to know how they act in real life with their real friends, if they even have them. And I like how Hutt calls him just some white guy. And like immediately after calling him that a few months ago, like the next day he releases a DNA report. Like, we're just trolling you, dude. You're gonna do this, you know, DNA thing to figure out, tell you what percentage of how black you are? I mean, oh my god. And yet he deleted all his followers on Twitter. It's like, let me say a bunch of crazy shit. What's this guy doing? Doesn't it feel good to slip into a nice cozy place? Yeah, I guess so. At a certain point, too, if in Just Some Guy's case, because he has over 200,000 subscribers, wouldn't it be better for him to just, like, continue doing the stuff that, you know, Gary from Nerdrotic or Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers does, and just keep going with the SJWs are taking over, and just keep making these videos to get ad revenue? I can't imagine that this is going to help him in any way. Like, is he going to find new SJWs to watch him and give him super chats? Because it's a very lucrative business. You become an anti-SJW, do the live streams, you'll get all these super chats. Look at Nerdrotic when he streams. You know?
The Ronso still live here on my
look at
Kimahri is their elder.
The Ronso!
And he's
again, I thought Seymour killed all the Ronso. That was the whole point of the first game. He told Kimahri, you're the last Ronso. We killed your race.
Summoners no longer come here to climb the sacred mountain.
A lot of plot holes here, let me tell you. I wonder if we'll see B-Brown and Yankee again. Oh, that's Kimahri!
Kimahri!
Look at him!
Yuna look well. Kimahri glad.
How you been, Kimahri? What's it like being
Is that
an
his
elder?
wife?
Elder's job difficult. Kimahri troubled.
Elder, Leon and Aid not here. Children have left mountain, gone to search for Elder's horn.
What's going on?
Leon and Aid still pups, but bear Ronso future. Say they search for a way to fix Kimahri's broken horn.
If Kimahri act like true Elder, these things not happen.
Maybe so.
Oh, what are you putting Kimahri down for?
Kimahri?
He's the bravest of all the Ronso.
High Summoner Yuna, it is Garrick's honor.
Garrick.
Nice to meet you.
He's like twice the size as Kimahri.
Garrick,
Holy shit.
no Yuna saved Spira, but Ronso not saved yet.
What's going on with the Ronso? We'll take, what should we say here? That's a really nice horn. We'll take care of Leon and Ade. We'll take care of Leon and Ade.
Huh?
He just grunts? What the fuck? Was that the wrong answer? Hey, how's it going, Jeremy? He says hello. Good to see you here. It's been a while. Hyper Nerdette is secretly Matt Jarbo. You know what? You might be onto something there. We gotta double check and see if they stream at the same time. Justin, I didn't see his DNA report, but with a voice like that, he must be at least half white. Yeah, I mean, he probably is black, but it's just funny, the Hutt saying, you know, just some white guy. And he gets all triggered by that. Hyper, the spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimahri's lens. Well, that's what he said. Seymour said he killed all the Ronso. Unless I'm misremembering. But it seems like there's quite a lot of them here. What's up, dude? Never forgive Seymour, never forgive the Guado. I don't blame them. I wouldn't forgive them either. What the fuck, am I supposed to, like, say, like, get points here? What am I supposed to do? Yes, never forgive. Is that the right thing to say? Okay. Kimahri?
Kimahri worried about Leon and Aid, but Kimahri cannot leave mountain. If Yuna find Leon and Aid, bring them back to Gagazet.
Nuke says, is that why the hut does that? Yeah, the hut does that just to trigger everybody. And he does it quite well. Like, even Nerdak called her a loserette. Must ask High Summoner Yuna, find Leon and Ade. Leave it to the Gullwings. Thank you. Many friends and kin died 2 years ago. Ronso grief deeper than mountain snow. I can imagine how you must feel. Ronso, always remember those who are gone.
Huh?
Oh, just grunt at me? Okay. Guado leave Guado Salam. Guado plan dark schemes. No words? Good words are not needed. Ronso path is clear. Well, I mean, Travel said that he's trying to reform himself. They understand that Seymour was the villain. But Seymour did kill all these people, so I can't blame the Ronso. Many Ronso lost lives in battle to defend High Summoner Yuna. I'll never forget their sacrifice. Thank you. Biron and Yankee... Oh, they did die. Biron and Yankee rejoice now on the far plane. Oh, man. Build monument to Ronso glory. First must choose subject. Alright, I think I spoke to all of them. Did I speak to this one? Thank you. Jeremy, sorry, had to do some time. Got caught dealing. Oh, boy. I didn't know you did that kind of stuff, Jeremy. Killmonger the Hut is the people's champion. Oh, the good old Hut. So let's go up here and see what's changed of Mount Gagazet. Any items? I don't know. So how are you doing, Jeremy? You come in the chat and now you're all quiet.
At your service.
But it's all good, man. Good to see you. These guys are probably weak to fire since we're around the snow.
Piece of cake.
All right. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after the chapter ends here. I think we'll probably reach the end of this chapter during Saturday's stream. But from what I understand, we're just going to have to keep going back to all these different areas and finding new things. Like you saw when we were in Bevel, how they had that one area closed off. So I guess in other chapters we'll be able to explore more. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Don't hold out on me.
But yeah, they changed a lot of the... Like, the music's good in this game, but they changed a lot of, like, the classic songs. Is that like a memorial for the Ronso? Jeremy, are these the snow monkeys Black Twitter keeps talking about? I don't know, man. What's Black Twitter even talking about? Kill them all!
Don't hold out on me.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Justin, so after the stream, I'm going to the comic shop hoping to find some 90s Image comics. Awesome, man. Are you gonna look for, like, trades or single issues? Because I feel like Image doesn't really reprint a lot of their old stuff. I mean, maybe because your comic shop probably has a good selection of old shit, but my shop usually had, like, the new floppies, new graphic novels, but not a lot of old graphic novels, like out-of-print stuff, obviously. And always had a lot of back issues. And it's harder to find, like, old-school, like, trades, because they don't really reprint stuff anymore. Anything over here? What the hell is this dead end about? Why? You know, this would be a perfect spot for a chest. What the hell, man? Come on, man! Give me a break. Let me tell you about my son, Hunter. My son, Hunter, sick. Jeremy, well, apparently Black Twitter is going to be destroyed by Elon Musk, the fucking colonizer. Yeah, they're all mad, too, because they're like, you know, this guy is from South Africa, the apartheid state. It's like, what the hell are you people even talking about? They don't even know what they're talking about. It's insane.
Smoking's bad for you.
You got, like, Sean King, a.k.a. Talcum X, who, does anyone know who Sean King is outside from the niche internet crowd? Like, what even is Sean King? All I know of Sean King is people making fun of him on 4chan or seeing his dumb posts on Twitter. Like, the other day, he deactivated his account, but then he was back the very next day. And then he's complaining about Elon Musk. Oh, he's South African. Oh, my God. Well, you should be grateful. You got a, you know, immigrant, African... billionaire. Isn't he the richest man in the world? You should be grateful that your people are in charge there.
Punk.
Hyper, my LCS has a great selection of used trades, $10 to $15 each. Yeah, my LCS has a lot of the floppies, like the dollar bin of floppies, which was pretty cool. But as far as trades go, it's mostly just newer stuff. Which Nuke told me to get the Robin trade, but I haven't really had the time because I'm just reading, you know, dedicating my reading to manga and stuff like that. So I haven't really got the motivation to go out and get the Robin trade yet. But eventually I will. Hyper normies don't know who Talcum X is. Yeah, my mom definitely doesn't know who Talcum X is. You know, so, like, who knows who Talcum X is? Just people on the internet, I guess? Like, what does he do? Is he just famous for being a weirdo on Twitter? Or does he work somewhere? Does he work for, like, MSNBC or something? Because I have no clue.
I could get used to
And
this.
speaking of MSNBC, Joy Reid has to be the most racist bitch. You know, all her show revolves around is hating white people. Fuck you, whitey. It's like, lady, calm down. It's insane, man. It's insane that she's allowed to have, you know, a show. Talking about stuff like that. If Tucker Carlson was like, screw the blacks, you know, he'd be banned in a second. Jeremy, quote, smoking's bad for you? Did I say that? Who said that? Justin, yeah, in 2020, Image put out their original 90s comics and trades, but they're out of print now besides from Spawn stuff, I think. Well, Spawn's the only one that gets reprints because it's probably the most popular of the characters. Anything down there? Nope. That's a shame, because, like, what's a good Image series now? Hyper, I'm guessing Talcum X hates Charlize Theron and Dave Matthews too, right?
It's all in the wrist.
Well, it depends if they're on his side of the argument or not. Justin, yeah, but I'm going to look for single issues, but if I don't find anything, I'll get some Spawn, maybe some Invincible. Nice. Oh shit, Paint's dead. I'm not even paying attention here. Let's use a Phoenix down. Did you like the Invincible? What is it? Not Netflix. Amazon Prime series? Hyper, he's a race hustler. Jeremy, takers, keepers.
I thought we were done.
Hyper, Joy Reid is what an actual hateful person looks like. I know, she's like awful. She is a horrible person. It's like, it has to be difficult to be that angry all the time. I mean, really. At a certain point, if you're that miserable, you know, Joy Reid, just go off yourself or something. I mean, seriously. No one wants to hear it. And she makes so much freaking money. But yeah, I don't know how people can listen to Joy Reid. I guess the MSNBC racists like her. Jeremy, one of the characters, said that. LOL.
Ashes to ashes.
Komanga, they taken over the neighborhood brother, the man trying to run us out. Jeremy, unless I misheard it. Nuke ratings are the lowest they've ever been. Well, I think TV ratings in general are really low. Because nobody watches TV. Justin, I was looking at trying to get some Rob Liefeld trades, and on the Youngblood cover it said Rob Liefeld's masterpiece. LOL. That's a hoot right there. His masterpiece.
No problem.
Does Rob Liefeld even like doing anything in the industry? And what happened to his crowdfund? Didn't he have a crowdfund that didn't fulfill? That was funny too. The Hut did the video talking about Ed Beans.
That wasn't much fun.
I think he's a Brazilian artist who does he's a great artist, man. With did Birds of Prey and Supergirl and all these sexy ladies with DC Comics years and years ago. But he did this crowdfund back in like 2019 or 2020, and it's still unfulfilled. And then he does a video in Spanish. Like, I'm sorry, you know, it's in Spanish, which I understand. English isn't his first language. But still, doing a video like that, I mean, come on, bro. Can you, like, fulfill the fucking comic? Why is it so difficult? Why are there so many people in the crowdfund scene who just can't fulfill anything? Take a couple bucks and be on your way. And, I mean, it looks cool. If I saw it, I probably would have backed it and then been one of the people complaining that's not out. Because I did see him back in the day. He did Birds of Prey with Gail Simone, and when he has a cover with Huntress, and she is smoking on the cover. So he's a great artist, so I can understand backing the project. But to do a video all these years later, speaking it in Spanish, like saying, oh, it's not fulfilled yet, like, fuck her, you better fulfill it then. Okay, let's see. Jeremy, Sip, I'm too fat to run. Justin, no, I didn't watch the Invincible cartoon because it was very SJW. Even the comic book in the day, back in the day, had some woke stuff, but it would be fun just to trash it. Plus, they had some weird propaganda with the Monster Girl character. Hyper, I think his crowdfund was called Brigade. It's still unfulfilled. Yeah. It's still unfulfilled. Justin, yeah, it's funny because Komanga told me Youngblood bombed when it first came out. I heard he gave refunds for that, didn't he? He might have, yeah, for Brigade. And I think Rob Liefeld every once in a while comes back and does like a Deadpool one-shot or something for Marvel if they ask him. He did like a Snake Eyes limited series with IDW a few years ago too. New Kevin, look up Groken reviews. Kenneth Rocafort is going to launch Groken 2 in June. His art is pretty good. He does not act like an idiot. He just launches his books and fulfills them. I'll look that up. Kenneth Rocafort did some Batman back in the day. He's a good artist. Komanga, the first issue sold like a few million or so. After that, it was a free fall. Yeah, I gotta, you know, I can't believe I missed out on Arc Athena 2, because I got Arc Athena 1 and really liked it, and then they launched the second one, and I didn't even know about it. And I can't get it now. I gotta wait for it to go up on Iconic Comics, I guess. Oh, Hyper, you getting flashbacks? You remember what happened in this area? This is where you thought Seymour Flux in the first game, if I remember right. Yeah, because this takes us to Xanarkand, doesn't it? Let's see. Let me just see the abilities here. What are we working on? Alright, she's almost done with that. Okay. Justin, I was thinking of reading Rob Liefeld's X-Force run, but those omnibuses are mad expensive. Are those comics any good? I never liked the X-Men, so I can't tell you. I like, you know, people criticize Rob Liefeld's art. I mean, for what it is, I like it. It's just fun, over-the-top action stuff with a lot of pockets. It's almost like Tetsuya Nomura's designs, isn't it? Hyper, oh yeah. Your hope ends here, as does your meaningless existence, Seymour Flux. Don't make me replay Final Fantasy X again, Kevin. Dude, I'm like effectively replaying Final Fantasy X by watching Resident Arc's weekly podcast, because they were talking, they're up to Luca now, and they were talking about Waka, like how Waka retires. That's his last Blitzball game, and just the way they were describing it, I was like getting goosebumps hearing them talk about it. Like, Waka's going out on top, because in the game, you know, he gets injured against the Albed Sykes, and then Titus comes in, right? And then halfway through, they start chanting, Waka, Waka, Waka. And then hopefully you win the Blitzball game, and Waka goes out on top. It's like a picture-perfect way for him to end his Blitzball career. Like, I love it, man. The whole Final Fantasy X story is so good. And then they were talking about the laughing scene, too, which, you know, people say the laughing scene is cringe. You know, it's so terrible. The laughing scene, in context, makes perfect sense, because it's all about Titus. He's never going to make his way back home. He's talking to Auron. Auron tells him that Sin is Jekt, or Jekt is Sin, however you want to word it. And he's never going back home. And to cope with it, he's just doing the laughing. You know? And that's the whole point. And then he keeps doing it, and then Unit says, you probably shouldn't be laughing. And he keeps laughing anyway, because that's all you can do in you know, that situation, is just laugh it off, right? Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy game, without a doubt. So, moving on. Nuke, Kevin, did you get your Girl with the Mega Fist book? I think it's being fulfilled now. Not yet, but I do know it's being fulfilled, and I've gotten the updates. You know, Tyler's got them all ready to go and shipping them. I don't know if I'm gonna get a tracking number or not, but I'm pretty sure I'll be getting it shortly. And also, Common America Volume 5 fulfilled as well. And I'm super jealous, because I'm seeing people post, oh, I got it, like the Hut got it. Everyone else is getting it, but I haven't gotten mine yet. So I'll be waiting for it. Hyper, I don't know, I'm not wild about Liefeld. X-Force, personally, I like X-Men comics from that time better. Justin, dude, I have my Vita with Final Fantasy X right in my hands. LOL. 10 is the story in 10 is so good. And like, people constantly criticize the voice acting in it. You gotta remember, this is like one of the first fully voice acted games. Like, there was voice acting in other games, even on the original PlayStation, but not to the level that they did in Final Fantasy X, with like every major scene being voice acted. It's really good. And people they nitpick too much. People are just like, yeah, they expect too much, I guess. Power of Faith wane. Cave water disappears. Change will come to Ronso too. A change for the better, I hope. Ronso hope this too. Hyper, hell yeah. Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy. I love it, man. Everything I just said. I mean, I stand by it. I think it's great. And then for my next favorite Final Fantasy, in terms of story, I would probably have to say 8. And then after 8, I would probably say 7. If we're just going on story. I really think 8 is underrated. 8 has a great story. That people just don't like 8 because the combat is very confusing. That's why people don't like 8. But the story in it is amazing. Justin, Final Fantasy X probably has the best story out of all the Final Fantasy games. Agreed. Hyper says 6 is number 2 for me. 6 is great as well. The thing with 6 that I love so much is every character has like their own story arc. Aside from like, you know, Mog and Go-Go and Umaro. Even Gao, the little boy who can't even speak proper English. Even he has a good story, you know? He was abandoned by his father and lives in the Veldt. Like, even he has a great story, but especially the main characters like Edgar and Sabin, and Terra, and Celis, and Locke, and Cyan. I mean, they all have excellent stories and backstories. And it's just crazy to think that 6 had, like, what, 15 characters? It had so many characters. I have a tier ranking video on my channel that I did last summer, ranking all the Final Fantasies, so let me search that. I'll put that in the chat. And if you guys want to, like, look at it after the stream and see if, you know, my thoughts still stand true, which I think they still stand true. Oh god, I'm just on the front page. The Hunt did another video on Just Some Guy. We'll have to watch that later, too. Justin says, Kevin, have you ever played 12? I have not played 12, Justin. I have to, though. Because 12 looks like another game with a great story, and I think it was his last game on the PlayStation 2. It came out in, like, 2006, right at the end of the PS2's lifespan. And we'll get to the end of Mount Gagazet here, guys, and then we'll think about wrapping it up, because we're close to 2 hours. So, put this in your watch later. You can check that out later. That's my ranking my favorite Final Fantasy games using Tier Maker. I did that on June 26th last year. So let's advance a little more. I think we're almost done here, because after this takes us to Xanarkin. Whoa, dead end. Hyper, Setzer Gang, rise up. Dude, even Setzer's story with the second airship and the second airship theme, so good. It's called like Searching for Friends or whatever. When you just you have Celis, you have Sabin, Setzer. Who else is in the party? Fuck, who else is in the party? It's Sabin, Setzer, Celis, and who else? Who's the fourth party member? Who's the fourth party member who joins you in the world of Ruin? I forget. Oh my god, how am I forgetting? But they all join your party, and you gotta search for your friends at the airship. Oh, dead end there, too.
You're going down! That's the spirit.
Justin, you think them doing a remaster of Chrono Cross means they're planning on making another Chrono game? Because something similar happened with the Mana games. That'd be cool. Like, especially what they do with Trials of Mana, turning it from a pixel SNES game to, you know, 3D.
Right.
That'd be cool if they did something like that. With Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I gotta go soon. We're at 1 hour and 50 minutes. I want to get to the end of this area, and then I'll think about wrapping it up too, because I like to keep these to 2-hour streams. Nuke, Kevin, the White Tower in Stranger of Paradise is from Final Fantasy XI. I used to play that MMO. It made me smile when I realized where I was. That's awesome, man. So many great Easter eggs there. I love too when you went to fight Astos, and it was like the floating continent or whatever from Final Fantasy VI. One of the early areas was a remaster of the area in Final Fantasy 13. For 7, you were in like the Mako reactor. A lot of cool Easter eggs, and you could hear like remixes of the themes from those games. A lot of cool stuff there. I think even some of the weapons were Easter eggs too, like weapons that had appeared in the other Final Fantasy games. So yeah, how are you liking Xenoblade Chronicles, Nuke? Because I gotta add that one to my list too. But as of right now, we're playing through Persona 5 Royal, and that's gonna take God knows how long is that game gonna take, man? 100 plus hours? Which I'm cool with it. Hyper, is Stranger Paradise PlayStation only? I think it's on Xbox and PC. It's on everything except Nintendo Switch. So definitely check it out, Hyper. Nuke, so far so good, at least. Justin, Hyper, it's on Xbox and PC as well. So there's your answer. Yeah, and even with PlayStation, it's on PS4 and PS5. Which again, why do I need to buy a PS5 but every game that I want is also on, you know, my PS4? Justin, Nuke, wait till the bosses. LOL, they're mad frustrating. And Komanga, Kevin, what is your opinion on KOH 4? What's KO? You mean Kingdom Hearts 4? Oh shit. Well, let's get rid of that then. Let's go to Gunner. Let's see, what does Pain look like with the gun? Just clarify for that, Komanga, are you talking about Kingdom Hearts 4?
You're no challenge. Just target practice.
She's so monotone there. You're no challenge, just target practice. But yeah, as far as... Oh, I'll talk about Kingdom Hearts 4, I guess. I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 4. I just hope that it's not full of like, a bunch of bullshit. In terms of SJW, Disney... Although I think because it's Square... I mean, well, Square's going woke too in a certain sense, but... You know, what I would hope for is that there's more Final Fantasy characters and Final Fantasy worlds and stuff like that. But I don't know, man, because it looks like they're trying to incorporate Final Fantasy 13 Versus, which is one of Nomura's pet projects for like the past 10 years. Especially with the ending of like one of the alternative endings to Kingdom Hearts 3. So, you know, I'll check it out. I'm looking forward to it. But you gotta be cautiously optimistic, especially with Disney. I mean, we've learned now over the past few months that Disney is full of a bunch of pedophiles. So. Hyper, thank goodness for Atlas.
Takers, keepers.
Nuke, did you hear how gay the Buzz Lightyear movie is? Yeah, they're having like a lesbian kiss scene or something. First of all, why when they cast Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear? It's because he's got right-leaning views. Isn't that right? You know, if you're gonna have Buzz Lightyear, you're gonna have to cast Tim Allen. He did Buzz Lightyear in all his movies, but nope, we can't do that anymore because of his politics. No! I have no interest in seeing it. It sounds retarded. I have no interest in seeing Thor. I have no interest in seeing Doctor Strange. Apparently there's a different cut because of the gay shit with American Chavez. So, you know. All that shit's terrible. The only good franchise movie lately has been Sonic. And even then, it's a glorified kid movie that's entertaining. So what do you say, guys? We're at exactly 2 hours, so we got a save point here, so this might be a good spot, but I'll look at the chat a little more. I'll show you... Oh shit, there's another battle.
Where's the fun in that?
Jeremy, what Disney movies are even left to work off of? I don't know, that's a good question. There's not much. All the Woka movies. Justin, so I heard that Mario movie was delayed till next year. Yeah, Miyamoto actually made that statement, which I thought was funny because he's been out of the limelight for a while. And you wonder why, if it has to do with the animation or the voice cast or what. Because they've all been going after Chris Pratt, too, because God forbid anyone's a conservative anymore. Nuke even gayer than I thought it would be. Oh, it's disgusting, frankly. It's just creepy how they're just going full on with this woke stuff. I wouldn't even call it woke anymore. It's grooming. And it's run by a bunch of pedophiles. It's scary. I don't know how anyone could be a parent in this day and age. Like with young children. How do you raise your kids dealing with all this propaganda? Nuke Bandai Namco as well. Yeah, dude, they released new pictures of the One Piece game, which it looks like Dragon Quest XI. Just in the terms of the graphics and everything, it looks great. And from what I heard, it's going to be turn-based. And if you look at Nami and Robin, I mean, there's no censorship problems there. So I've never even really watched One Piece, but I would definitely be interested in checking out the game, especially if it is going to be turn-based. So we'll see what that's about. What else is Bandai Namco? Elden Ring, right? But is that necessarily Bandai Namco or more FromSoft? Oh, they got Digimon Survive. That's right. That's coming out in July now. Finally. Finally, we got an actual release date. Yeah, One Piece Odyssey, if I go to Bandai Namco's site, that's the first thing that comes up, and it just says pre-order. But I don't think it has a release date. It says expected release December 31st, 2022. That's a placeholder date. So that doesn't mean it's out yet. Yeah, it says you get Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, and Brook. Or Brock. I don't know who the One Piece people are. But yeah, if you look at the they have a trailer and the screenshots looks great, man. It looks exactly like, I know they're different developers, but it looks like Dragon Quest XI in terms of the style, and that's sort of how like the One Piece art style is. It doesn't say it's turn-based, but there's rumors that it is turn-based. On here, it doesn't say it is. Justin, when I was a kid, I thought Buzz Lightyear was voiced by Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson. Jeremy, Goy story. Alright, Justin, I gotta go. Peace, guys. Have a good one, man. We're gonna end in a minute, too. I'll just get caught up with the rest of these chats. Nuke, I cut Disney out of my life years ago. I'm trying to think the last Disney movie I guess I probably saw in the theaters was Avengers Endgame. I haven't seen any like the animated Disney shit. I mean, Kingdom Hearts, is Kingdom Hearts, I guess it is Disney. But aside from that, no, I can't really say any of the other movies. Hyper, I just read on Twitter that Disney Plus is releasing an X-Men 97 show with modern-day politics. LOL. Yeah, well, they want to call it not the X-Men, the Mutants. Because on the Wikipedia page, they said it's an untitled mutant-centric story. What does that even mean? That's the X-Men. You know? What? Do you have a Twitter now, Hyper? What's your name on Twitter? Are you Metal Slime 7? Is that you? Yeah, that must be you, because you just followed me. Random encounter at Metal Slime 7. Yeah, okay, I'll follow you back. There you go. Well, good to have you there. Nuke, the translation will probably be changed though. Coleman got mistaken Mel Gibson voice with Bruce Willis before. Bruce Willis is in bad shape, man. He's like got Alzheimer's or some shit. He's not doing well. Hyper X persons of nondescript gender identity. Random encounter, yes. Got a picture of the Metal Slime King from DQ4. So you're back on Twitter now, huh? Yeah, be mindful. If you scroll down my page, you see my retweets and whatnot. So, oh well. But yeah, guys, I'll think about wrapping up. I'll show you too my progress of Persona 5 as far as trophies go. I'm doing pretty well. I guess we're doing okay here. These are kind of just like not even story based. They're just doing, you know, side quests. Persona 5. So these are all... Nope, we're in the wrong one. These are all story-based. This is the first castle, and these are all story-based. Arsene, that's your first Persona. Establish your own squad of thieves. That's side quests. Yeah, it's pretty easy so far, getting all these. I got, like... I mean, the game looks great, man. I took some screenshots. Let me show you. Let me show you Anne, because, or they call her An with the voice acting, but let me tell you, she is, she's something else. Look at her, pointing her gun in her cat suit. Like, just the reactions of the characters, see how they emote during the cutscenes. Some good stuff. And they have, like, the... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. When you do the all-out attack... Whatever character does it, you get this cool little scene. It's almost like a comic where they do their attack and they have their catchphrase or whatever. It's so cool, man. I love it. I think I got it for all the characters so far. So good, man. Yeah, this is when you do it. They all like get ready to do their attacks. Some good stuff. So yeah, Hyper. So much salt to mine. Absolutely. So guys, any other closing thoughts before we end the stream? Not a lot of people today. I guess we had our usual crowd. Hyper, Komanga, Justin, Nuke, Jeremy. Who else? Our friend Balzer Harry was here, and Lunar Raptor. Nuke, the game has a very unique style. Oh, I'm loving it, man. I love the voice acting, dude. There's familiar voice actors. Like, I mentioned Morgana is voiced by Cassandra Lee Morris, who voices Suguha in Sword Art Online. Kamoshida is voiced by DC Douglas, who's been in a lot of stuff. Ryuji, I think he's voiced by Max Middleman. Let me look him up again. Some good voice actors have been in a lot of anime series. Yeah, he's voiced by Max Middleman, who was in Black Clover. Oh, he was Red 13 in Final Fantasy VII Remake? Wow. Hunter x Hunter. Oh god, the 2017 Berserk anime as Serpico. What a disaster that was. Great voice cast for Persona 5. Hyper, take it easy, chat. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'll have a video tomorrow with my review of Eden Zero Volume 16. And then Saturday, I'll have my review of Shenmue Episode 12, but you saw that, right, Nuke? It's going to be crazy to see how it ends with episode 13. And then I'll be live again Saturday night at 8 p.m. And then all sorts of other videos next week, of course. And that's all. So, Komanga, I'm all good. See you later. So, yeah, great chatting with you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll talk to you in tomorrow's video and see you for the next stream, hopefully. So, have a great rest of the day, guys. Have a good afternoon.